Hi, it's Dan here from Property Searches Direct. I do hope this finds you well. I wanted to talk today about Chancel Indemnity insurance and why it's worth insuring rather than actually knowing whether you've got an issue of liability for Chancel. So Chancel Indemnity is designed to protect you from any claims from the local church, Anglican church, for repairs to the chancel. And that's the bit around the altar and above it. As with any insurance policy, you kind of never want to know whether you're going to actually have a crash. You want to insure against the possibility of a crash occurring. We have a lot of people getting in contact with us who have been made aware that they have a liability and then are trying to seek some sort of insurance to protect them against a potential claim. Now, they do exist, but of course they are expensive because it is a known claim. If you get a quote from a conveyancer, and in there are a breakdown of the searches you'll be paying for. If there is a chancel search, I would suggest that you ask your conveyancer to not do that search. Beg them to not do that search. It'll do one of two things. The best thing it can do is say that you're not got an issue, and that's fine. You've spent 40 odd quid possibly on a search to tell you that there's no chance of liability. Brilliant. What usually happens though is you spend 40 odd quid on the chancel search and it tells you that you do have a liability, and it quantifies the liability and suggests how much a payout could possibly be. So that's cost you money to find out that you've got an issue. And then of course you want to insure yourself against it, but because it's a known issue, you know a crash is going to happen, you're having to insure against known risks. So of course the premium is significantly higher than it would otherwise be. So not only have you paid to know that you've got a problem, but you're also then paying to insure against the problem that you now know to exist. So what would we advise? And the firms that we work with and clients that come to us directly, we would say, look, you're best off just not knowing. You're best off just paying £25 for a no search chancel indemnity policy that will cover you for any claim up to £500,000, which is a significant amount of money for chancel liability, and insure yourself for £25, not knowing whether you have an issue or not, because not knowing is not doing you any harm. Having the insurance policy in case someone comes knocking on your door to say you need to contribute to maintenance at the chancel, you go, that's fine, I've got a policy, it's all covered and all the rest of it. So please, chancel indemnity policies are great, and there are no search policies available that we offer off the website, £25. They are applicable for the transaction happening now. This is not something you can think about getting after you've completed. It's a policy that is applicable for the transaction happening at the time that the policy was produced. So that's an important thing to note. But if your conveyancer is going to find out whether you've got an issue, ask them not to, because it's just going to cost you twice as much, if not more, than it should otherwise do. To just simply go for a chancel indemnity policy, a no search chancel indemnity policy. You don't know whether there's a risk or not. Pay your £25, get £500,000 worth of cover for any claim that's valid all the while you own that property, and move on. Don't find out whether you have a liability, because you're paying to know, and then of course you're paying to insure against a known risk, which is going to cost you more. So, I need to get that off my chest. It's quite cathartic, but we get a lot of these calls. So, please take note. If you've got a quote and there's a chancel search in there, ask them not to do it. Just simply go and indemnify. And of course, if they can't offer you an indemnity off the shelf, of course, we can help you directly. Good. Hope that's helpful. Take care.